So Andy here on behalf of the franchise tag here at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, speaking today with Afia Law, who runs flag football globally across the NFL. Afia, first of all, explain for the audience in more detail what your role is.
So I head up all of our NFL flag football development globally, which means, all the countries around the world that are playing NFL flag, playing games like this that we see today, and youth tournaments. We're working to grow that and give young people the opportunity to play the game.
And you mentioned giving young people the chance. I mean, today's a perfect chance for these girls to play at the age they are. And just how does it make you feel? How proud are you seeing these girls getting the chance to play? Some of which a day ago was being played with professional players in the NFL. To see them now playing on this field and getting a chance to play in front of an audience.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, this is a really, really special day. We've seen flag football for girls. 15 years ago, girls weren't playing flag football at all, and these opportunities weren't there for them. So to see young girls today come out onto the Tottenham Hotspur's field to play an NFL flag game, our UK winning team and our Germany team to play against each other, it's just incredible. And this is just the beginning. These girls have a real opportunity now to continue playing flag, to continue through our DICE program at Loughborough, to earn a college scholarship in years to come. So it's just fantastic to see that where we didn't have girls playing 15 years ago, today they can really achieve something in the sport, and that's just so, so special.
And tell us more about the DICE program you mentioned.
Yeah, so the DICE program is a Diploma for Sport program at Loughborough University, where we also have our NFL Academy. For the tackle side of the program, for our flag side, we're going to have 10 girls take part in a Diploma for Sport alongside flag football to start developing those skills and give them an opportunity to grow in the sport through their education as well.
And just in terms of, you mentioned about it's just a start. I mean, in terms of the next 5-10 years, where do you see flag football, especially girls flag football, where do you see it going in the next 5-10 years?
I think it's going to be huge. If we're having this conversation in another 5-10 years, it's going to be incredible. We've got girls playing all over the world now. We've got girls playing in all of our NFL flag programs, both mixed and female specific. And we've got those college scholarship opportunities as well. So girls can go and study at a high level and compete in the sport at a high level. And that's just going to keep growing now. We've really started snowballing this movement, and girls want to play. Girls are talented. Girls can do it. You'll see on the field today how incredible their skills are. The hope is that one day these girls might be able to perform for their countries on a national stage, and the hope is one day maybe even in the Olympics.
Now there's girls probably watching this video, or maybe parents of young girls that want to get started on flag football. Just how can they get started? Where can they make a start on playing flag football?
Yeah, absolutely. I think, definitely head down to your local team, your local NFL flag program, or even your local school that might be playing NFL flag, and just give it a go. It's such a fun sport, and, until you pick up a ball and have a go at it, you don't know what you can achieve or how much you'll enjoy it. So I would definitely say find your local team, research your local team or your local NFL flag program, and come down and get involved.
So next up, I'm here with former Jets wide receiver Lavernius Coles. First of all, Lavernius, how are you finding your time in London?
Oh, loving it. I mean, everything is exciting. The people are really warm and welcoming, so I love it over here.
Did you go to the game yesterday?
Yes, sir, I did. I got a chance to see the football game yesterday, and it was really exciting. The atmosphere was electric, and the people truly, like I said, welcomed us here for this event, and I loved it.
Yeah, they're saying it's maybe the loudest atmosphere ever at a game, so you picked a good game to come to.
Oh, halftime. I mean, just the atmosphere itself was electric. I mean, the people were just involved, and the chanting was at an all-time high, and I just truly enjoyed my event.
Now, of course, you're here today to look at to watch the game, to obviously you're involved in the flag football. So what can you tell us about your sort of role in today and what's going on with yourself?
Well, today, me just helping out, just coming over and cheer out the girls here in the UK. They won the championship, so we're very excited about that. The Jets have put a lot of their attention towards the football game here internationally. And so for us to come over and have a presence here and be a part of this amazing game that they're having here, this flag football team game, it's truly exciting. And we just hope that it gives the people over here an opportunity to learn our sport. And the girls are picking it up amazingly and having fun at doing it and showing us what great athletes they are.
And of course, we're a day away from professional NFL players playing at the stadium. Now there's young girls who are getting the chance to go on the same field as them. Just how important is that, not only for girls flag football, but just for flag football in general? How important is it to see don't get the chance to play on the field like this and get a chance to experience a big game so early in their lives?
I think it just moves their confidence in the right direction. It gives them the empowerment that they need to know and understand the game of football, and then also just keeps them happy and keep them energized. And also the things that it does for them is teamwork, being responsible, accountability to each other, and then again just having fun because it's a great game to play and we truly enjoy it.
Now, of course, the Jets won yesterday.
Yeah.
Obviously, Aaron Rodgers out for the season. But what are your thoughts overall on where the Jets can go this year? Do you think they can really nick a wild card spot? How do you feel about the Jets this year?
Well, I think we just need to take it 1 week at a time. I'm super excited about the win yesterday because as a former Jet player, I know how it is. We can get our hopes up really high and then let ourselves down. So I hope they just take it 1 game at a time and try to prepare for each team like it's their last game. And hopefully by the end of the season, we won enough games to prepare themselves into the playoffs. But, I mean, just take it 1 game at a time and enjoy each win because that was a big victory yesterday, and stop giving us heart attacks while they win these football games. That'd be great.
And of course, your career, you scored 49 touchdowns in 7 seasons, drafted in 2000. Who would you say is the best player you played with during your career?
Oh, the best player I played was by far, I would say, Curtis Martin. You know, he's a Hall of Famer. He has a gold jacket over there. So just to be on his team and get to learn some things from him, not only on the field, but off the field, the knowledge he's given me, I'm just thankful I got an opportunity to be with him as a player. But just individuals, you had Kevin Mawai, you had a great friend of mine like Wayne Corbett, you had Chad Pennington, which is one of my best buddies till today, one of my favorite quarterbacks to play with, which taught me a lot about the game where you can actually talk to someone with a football. I mean, there's a difference between passing and throwing the ball. So once you understand those different languages that these guys teach you about when you're in the professional football league, I mean, it just becomes an honor to play and then still have an understanding of the game.
Well, thank you for your time and enjoy the rest of the day.
Thank you for having me.
No problem at all. Sorry, start again. Hi guys, Andy here from the Franchise Tag podcast. I'm here with one of the faces now of Sky Sports NFL, Phoebe Schechter. First of all, how are you?
I'm doing great. I mean, first off, we have beautiful weather. We've got girls playing flag football. My Bills were in town, minus the result. We'll talk about that. But everything is great. Thank you.
You had to get, obviously, you were here before the game, and obviously then you were going to Sky. But what were your thoughts on the Bills' loss, first of all?
You know, it's tough. I think what it goes to show in terms of positives is the Jags being here for 2 weeks is definitely an advantage, right? They are acclimated to the time zones. They're on the same wavelength, and I think that's a real advantage going forwards. I think for the Bills, you know, we got to see them really peak in that kind of second half of the game and be that Bills that we know and love so much. But, I mean, Jags took it away. ETN was incredible on the day, and the better team won for sure.
Do you think that now, seeing that result, do you think, first of all, more teams will come early in the week, but can you see the Jags again going, you know, twice a year, playing 2 games in a row?
I think absolutely, you know, referring to the Jags, absolutely. You've got obviously the Wembley ties, and Shad Khan said that they want to keep having a game at Wembley. So you've got that, and then you do it back-to-back with a Tottenham game. It's almost a no-brainer. I mean, they're going to feel good if they're coming here. 2 wins on the road or at home, however we want to look at it. That's a really great place to be. But I think for other teams, you know, we're seeing the Ravens wanting to come out earlier. So last year the Saints came out early. It really just depends on what you make of your day.
And of course, the Bills did lose. Before we go on to the flag football, just a quick word on the Bills. Wait for the sound. So obviously the Bills did lose after a 3-game winning streak. In terms of the rest of the season, just how do you think they'll do? How far can you see the Bills potentially going? I know it's only October, it's very early on in the season, but how do you see them doing this year?
Yeah, you know, it's crazy. We'll be going into week 6 next week, which feels
that's mad, isn't it?
Honestly,
I can't believe it.
I know. But I think you can't necessarily look at the one game, especially being on the road, being in another country. There's so many variables that come into this one in particular. The AFC, no doubt, is stacked, right? I mean, looking at, you'll have to play the Jets again. You're going to have to play the Dolphins again. Patriots are going through a little bit of a tough time right now, but Trevor Lawrence, you know, they're really doing a great job with the Jaguars. And then ultimately, you're always looking at meeting the Chiefs in some fashion, and you have to beat the Chiefs if you want to get to the Super Bowl. Do I think that the Bills have the opportunity? Absolutely. The loss of Matt Milano is huge. Loss of Tre'Davious White last week. These like really core players of the defense, so replacing them is not going to be easy.
Now, the event today, of course, is a great chance to showcase flag football in the UK, but also in Germany.
Yeah.
Just how good is it for you as an GB women's athlete, and how good is it seeing this kind of event happening just a day after we had NFL players playing on the same pitch?
I know. I mean, how incredible for these young women that they're playing where all the professionals were yesterday, and just to have this backdrop, have these memories for the rest of their life. I mean, to come from Germany, fly over here and compete against the UK team is a huge honor for them as well. I mean, these athletes, the experience they're going to have now at such a young age and carrying that forward and the way they can share that with others is so key. But I mean, you've seen it. Flag football changes lives, and these young girls are just a great example of the lives that are being changed and, help to achieve whatever it is they want to.
Now, you are one of the faces of NFL in the UK for particularly the female aspect, with Hannah Wilkes yourself and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. Just how good do you think this is for girls football, girls flag football, in terms of having an event going forward in the next few years?
I think it's huge that we are highlighting women's sport, right? We ultimately are always talking about giving females a platform, and this is a huge platform. Other people are going to want to be involved with this because they think, oh my gosh, I might have the opportunity to play at Tottenham, or I might have the opportunity to play other countries. And the more that we can highlight the great work that all these women are doing, from the young age to the adults to our GB teams and beyond, I think that's really key, because ultimately you always got a kind of cliche saying, right? If you can see it, you can be it. And that's what we want to showcase here. There are going to be some younger siblings perhaps watching this today and think, oh my gosh, I want to grow up and I want to be able to do like what my big sister's doing.
Certainly inspiring stuff. For you, finally, into your career as a player, what would you say would be the one highlight of your career? Was it winning it all? Or
One highlight is tough. I guess in flag, winning gold over the summer was huge at the European Championships. I've been playing a mixture of flag and tackle for the past 10 years, and we've come close, right? Silvers, bronzes, but never gold. So to finally reach and get gold in a sport is unbelievable for me. But really, it's seeing the youth, seeing the pathway that we've created. Kenny Bello is our GB head coach of our under 17s, under 15s, and the fact that we now have somewhere for our young people to go to and have that talent pathway is really key.
For those who didn't see you as a player, who would you say in the NFL maybe is the most comparable to your player, as you were to play when you played?
Oh, goodness. Oh, comparable. That is so tough. You know what? I feel like when I'm on offense, that's so tough. I'd have to think about that. I'm like, on defense, I think I'm Ray Lewis. But on offense, I don't know. I try and think, I guess I'm like a Deebo Samuel. I'm pretty hench in my own mind. So I think I'm can get these contested catches, and I might just juke you out of your step sometimes. But I'm old now, Andy.
Well, thank you for your time.
Thank you so
nice
much,
to see you.
and you.
Yeah, awesome. It's Andy here, representing the Franchise Tag podcast. It's my honour to be by one of my favourite ever Dolphins players, Kenny Stills. Kenny, first of all, nice to meet you again. How are you finding your time in London?
I've been having a blast. From working with the girls on Saturday to watching them play here today, and obviously going to the game yesterday. It's been incredible.
And your thoughts on the game yesterday?
I was surprised at how well the Jags are playing. I'm happy for them. It's great for the league to see them come out here and play well. They won both of their games here this year, that's exciting. But yeah, just spending a lot of time getting to meet all the people here, the staff here, and my first time in Tottenham Stadium. So it's been a fun time.
I think all your old teams won, didn't they? I think the Dolphins won, the Saints won.
Yep.
I believe the Texans lost in there. Yeah, it's a 2 out of 3. Yeah. So good weekend for that as well.
Yeah.
In terms of the event today, what's your take on it? You obviously heavily involved in the German team.
Yeah.
What was that like to experience?
Yeah, so it was my first flag game. And obviously it was high stakes, a lot of emotion, a lot of passion. And to see the girls play so well, it's their first time playing together against a team that apparently was putting a lot of points on the other teams on their way here. So really exciting and fun to see. And I'm excited for being involved in more flag and seeing where this goes, hopefully getting to the Olympics.
I mean, there's a lot of obviously Jets involved both in the UK and the US. Just what do you think events like today mean for the growth of the sport in terms of 24 hours ago there was a game involving professional NFL players here. Obviously a day later they're playing on the same field. How important are these events, do you think, in terms of not only growing in the UK, the growth of the sport, but also just growing flag football in general?
Yeah, it's huge. It's huge. I know that these girls will remember this forever. I know there's so many touch points that I had as a young person that I never forgot about. And you know, it's an exciting time for flag. Like I said, with the potential of us getting into the Olympics and just getting more people to play football and learn the game and fall in love with the game and get a chance to be a teammate and get exercise. All the things that come from getting outside and playing this game. It's really exciting, and I'm happy to be around it.
Now, there'll be someone watching this video who will be either their child wants to get involved in American football or they want to get involved in American football themselves. In terms of wide receiver, budding wide receivers out there, what would your one tip be to anyone who wants to be potential in the future a wide receiver in the NFL?
It's all about attention to detail, you know, and sharpening your skill set. You know, I was always, from the time I was a young person to the time I was in the NFL, focused on getting 2 feet in bounds. You know, like catching the ball with my hands, all of the little details, all of the fundamentals of the game, because as the game gets better and more competitive, the closer and better you are at your fundamentals, the easier it is going to be for you to transition from, you know, little league to high school to college to NFL. So focusing on those little details and the fundamentals of the game, because it translates and it's important.
Now, final question. You played a lot of good players in your career. Now, we'll try and assemble some sort of dream flag team lineup from your players you played with. So maybe give me one quarterback, one running back, obviously yourself as wide receiver, and then maybe like to give me your best quarterback first of all.
Yeah. For a flag game, it's tough. It's a tough. Between all my guys, I have so much love and respect for all of them. Drew is, you know, the Hall of Famer. Deshaun has so much Hall of Fame potential, and then Ryan is a gamer. So it's hard to choose. I would probably go with Drew there. At running back, I would go with Drew Brees, that is. At running back, I would go with like Darren Sproles or somebody like that. Small, shifty, and quick. And then at receiver, somebody tall, like a big playmaker. Marcus Colston.
Nice. Yeah, and maybe like tight end and lineman as well?
Oh, come on now. Tight end. It's hard to go against, like, you know, Jimmy Graham. The guy's a beast, big playmaker, big and physical. And then offensive line, I'd probably take T. Stead, Tron Armstead.
Yeah.
I have so many friends and guys that I love and respect, and we would have a squad full of ballers. You know.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Great. Well, thank you for your time and enjoy the rest of your time in London.
Cool. Thank you.
Great. Thank you. So now we're here with Eli Hodges. Now, Eli, you're responsible for Jets flag football both in the UK and the US.
Yes.
How good is it you to see on this field right here the girls playing on the stage that was 24 hours ago, a proper professional NFL game? How good is it seeing, first of all, the Jets make it this far, the flag football team, but also just a general sort of flag football progress to see it being done at a stadium like this?
Yeah. A couple of things. I'm nervous. We're so invested in these girls, so you really want to see them do well and win. It's a program that we care so much about throughout our organization, and to see them get this opportunity to come out here and play, where these pros just finished playing yesterday. Where these pros are going to play in a week. It's amazing, and you want to continue to give these experiences to these young women. Because this is an experience of a lifetime. I played at MetLife Stadium when I was younger, where we played out with the Jets, and it was something that I'll never forget. And I'm sure it's going to be something the same for these girls.
And how could you think of this in terms of the progression of the flag football, especially in the UK, where the sport's maybe not as watched as it is in America? So for you, just how good is it for an event like this to be showcased around social media and all that, just to promote it? And how good do you think that is for the overall flag football in the UK going forward?
Yeah, no, it is. It's massive. It really is. To just have the sport elevated as much as we can, and to have different people showcase what the sport's going on, and because not everyone gets exposed to it. There could be someone within the borough of Ealing where they just finished playing that doesn't know about it, but they might have heard, word of mouth, or a friend at school, or saw it on social media, where we can just continue to keep growing the game in different ways and through different avenues. And the game is so great, and to see these young women getting the opportunity to play and to get to know the game and make it their own and love it, it's what it's all about for us.
So obviously this game's today.
Yeah.
In terms of the rest of the calendar year, what are there to look forward to for the Jets flag football, not only in the UK but also the US?
Oh, well, we're looking to expand both internationally and domestically. It's something where the sport, there's been so much interest in it, and so many people care about the sport. I've had people reach out to me already here, and people reach out to me back at home who want to participate. So just seeing that there's so many different people who are interested in the sport, and seeing that there's legs there, it's not something where it's going to be stagnant. The Jets are completely in. We have complete organizational buy-in when it comes to flag football, especially for girls. So for us to continue growing it here and over there back at home, it means the world.
So maybe we'll see Robert Salo and Aaron Rodgers come here one day to see them play?
Oh, I hope so. That's
Yeah.
that's where I cross my fingers. I would love to see our team play here at the stadium. So love to see everyone come out and support Team UK.
Awesome. Well, thank you for your time.
Of course. Thank
Enjoy
you.
the rest of the event.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you.